make sure, send a message out to the register their births. You know, she knew the qaida, the qanoon, the way you're supposed to do things, which my parents were immaculate with. I don't know if other people do. I assume everybody's like that. But my parents were immaculate about these things. What's the law? What should be done? That's the way you do it. And that's what they passed on to her. And I think my father always knew that she would. I mean, if it was up to my brothers and me, maybe they wouldn't have even been rich. But my sister had that. It was a second sense.
And was she always like that, or were there certain times where you felt that events overtook her and they changed her in some sort of a drastic way, let's say when she was in prison?
She was always like that. Really, she was always like that. I remember once when finally, because we would not acknowledge martial law authority, so we could not send a letter like when I'd want to say, can I go and visit, though it should have been automatic. I think if somebody's in jail, you have, I don't know, every once a month or whatever. It wasn't like that for us, of course. So my mother and my sister had said, do not write to the martial law authorities, write to the Home Secretary. Well, the Home Secretary obviously didn't have powers, so I never got to see my sister. Maybe one day somebody felt sorry and they let me go to Sakhar jail to see my sister. I wanted to sit for 1 minute longer. There was an open window, the men policemen were sitting outside, the women policemen inside, listening to our conversation. I said, can I just have 1 more minute? And they said, no, I'm bahut waqt ke paband hai. You have to get up. I said, Zia isn't watching, he doesn't know. Can't have 1 more minute. And my sister said, don't ask them for half a second. Get up and go. When I went to whisper something to her, the policewoman came and separated us and said, you can't whisper. They made me, people had given me food to give her because she was rotting in Sakhar. People are mean and nasty now, but let me tell you, not one person who's talked against my sister could live and go through what she went through. Not one. Let me see Fatma being dragged out of a plane and shoved in a Cessna because they wanted to not let my sister go and see my father, and she had to be sent to Lahore for jail. They made me taste the food. This is how they used to treat us. Taste the food, we want to know. Pretending in a jokey, mean way. Why would I poison my own sister? But it's just to make you small and humiliate you. I used to have short hair. I used to check my short hair to see that I'm not hiding anything. I brought money. They robbed my money because they didn't want me to give it to my sister. So, I don't know why.
And yet she went on. Was there a time where you said to her, forget about this, why do this?
I never told my sister to forget about it because I know my sister and I would have just gotten shouting from her. But people did tell her in front of me. People told her and she would get upset with them because she knew what she had to do. No matter how hard a task it was, that was beside the point. Not just my sister, even my poor mother, the two of them went through hell. And everything is hunky-dory in Pakistan, everything is fine. All they can find is to bitch about us. Can't they find anyone else to point their jealousy and their hatred?
You know, I interviewed her in 2006 and I spoke to her about her children. And she said to me, I want my children to become doctors and lawyers. But if they really want to join politics, I will support them. Did she want her children to join politics?
I really think about it. I don't think so. Maybe in the way that my father had wanted my sister to join, where you use your member of parliament seat to do good for others. Maybe later on in that way. But you're right, she always wanted them to be able, she didn't want to say you an easy way, or she didn't want, you know, a lot of people use, I know a lot of families who have a lot of sons, well, one is an MNA, one is an MPA, one is a this one is a, it's become like a profession just because it's easy. You have a constituency, you get elected. She didn't look at politics like that. For her, politics is a lot of hard work. Why would she want her children to be in politics? I mean, let's be honest.
You know, after her assassination, what were your first concerns? Because a number of people were disappointed as to how quickly she was buried. People wanted to have a state funeral for her. Did you have any say in her last rites?
I didn't know anyone wanted to have a state funeral. First of all, I was here in London, and my first thing was that, my God, anytime there was some problem or tragedy or whatever, I never had to think, because I just had to go to the airport. My sister had arranged everything. So this time, she wasn't there to arrange it. I didn't know what to do. I didn't even know, should I go, should I stay? Obviously, I was... But no one ever mentioned that anyone wanted to have a state funeral, and I doubt Musharraf would have wanted to have a state funeral. Isn't he in charge to decide who has one? And I don't think he'd want her to. How was she buried fast? I came a day later. She was buried that day. What did they want to do? Tear my sister's body up more, do autopsy for what? To find out what?
So you were...
The killer's name isn't going to be inside her body. What was there? She's not going to wake up again if we did an autopsy. What's there to find out? She's gone. Finito. That's it.
And you were sure that if they carried out a post-mortem that you had confidence in, that would not...
I didn't want them to touch my sister's body or tear it apart more than they already did, for no rhyme or reason. My sister was dead. Why did they open her heart to massage the heart? I still can't understand that. My sister, they say, blown up, blown up. How come she was blown up with her fingernails, her eyelashes, a smile still on her side of her face? How can they say my sister was blown up? My sister was shot dead. She bled to death through that bullet wound. What was there to find out?
Do you ever think that we will find out who killed your sister?
Have we ever found out who killed anyone in our country? Have we found out Liaquat?
You don't
I
think
haven't read
something...
the case of the exploding mangoes, so I don't know if they figured out how Zia died. But I don't think they ever find out. And
you don't think that this...
I just want my sister to be in peace. I don't want her to have autopsies. I don't want post-mortem. She's gone. Let her rest in peace. When she was around, they treated her like all these supposed macho men, these little Napoleons roaming around, smoking their cigarettes and twirling their mustaches. Let them have what they want now. I want my sister. I'm happy. I thank God every night that my sister's in peace. My sister's with her father. And for me, that matters. Nothing else matters.
But you know, the people missed her, and there was this expectation of her. There always was that she was going to save Pakistan, that she was going to turn around Pakistan. Do you think that when she returned this time round, that it would be different?
Different how? You mean that they didn't want her to save Pakistan?
No, that maybe she would be more successful, maybe she would handle the military better, she would not be ousted within 3 years, that America was behind her, the times had changed.
The military handle us normal folk. You don't handle the military. Every time my sister was in government, her government was with her hands tied behind her back and a gun to her head. That's how the PPP government was, as far as I'm concerned. When did they ever give her a free hand? Don't they openly come on television now, the head of ISI, and all say, we decided to give her only X amount of seats and we decided this, and that's not government. That's not... I've lived here too long, and
Did you see light?
To me, it doesn't make sense.
But did you see light at the end of the tunnel when she returned and she got the kind of welcome that she got? That there was a superpower behind her, encouraging her to return?
I don't know. They think they're a superpower, the British. I think it was their plan, and they encouraged her. Or they convinced the... I don't know. I don't want to get into all this. These are my own theories for another date.
Well, thank you so much for going down memory lane. I know it was very, very hard for you, and we wish you the best of luck and know that our prayers and wishes are with you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.